Hey y'all, Courtney Lyons here with Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, and today I have a really fun video for you. It is another Trabricks video, and I haven't done one of these like a full video for a while, and it's because there's something really fun in coming into the works. Sorry, you can see here are some boats back there. All right, you see them right there? I just wanted them to pass a little bit, but I did really want to say thank you to Cateared, which is the company that creates Trabricks, and especially that they are willing to work with me on some projects. I did also want to point out that while Trabricks Cateared did send me these Trabricks, I did ask, like, in fact, at the very beginning, I saw someone else had opened these up and shown them off, a different YouTube content creator, and I saw them and I was like, those look amazing. What an innovative idea, and what high quality that looked. So I actually reached out to Cateared myself, and I think that's a difference from rather if they would have just reached out to me. And I say this because then you know that the reason I reached out to them was because I was so impressed by their idea and the product and the quality that I wanted to see it for myself. So, and I got them. You can see the video of when I first unboxed these and checked them out, and I fell in love. So I think that that's a really important point to make. Well, this video that I'm showing you right here is going to be showing how much can I fit into one of these Trabricks compared to other diamond painting storage options, and how much is going to fit in here, and where you'll still be able to make the lines for multi-placing in here versus how much can it actually hold, because there's a difference for how much it can hold versus how much can it be usable for the tray, if that makes sense. You'll see more as long as you go through the video. So that is my plan with this one. You're gonna kit up the whole thing in Cateared, if you can see that. So this is Pixie Sticks is the artist, and this is a Diamond Art Club. It has, I believe it's like 37 colors, something along those lines. So, and I have I should have had 40 Trabricks here, but one of them broke on the way here, and it was not Cateared's fault. It was very much my post people, and I will be going and talking to them because they've crossed the line. They keep trying to squish it into the mailbox, and they broke one trying to squish the whole package into the mailbox. So anyway, otherwise it was great packaging and came fine. It really was squished in there. It shouldn't have broken. So also along that, yes, so I am going to, let me show it to you. This is my plan. I'm going to kit them up, and I'm going to be taking them to Utah with me. So, and I was like, well, I know that Cateared has their stands where they can put slots in, so you can hold these in and be able to find the different colors easily. But I was like, for the on the go, I don't know how that's going to work. But so I figured I put these hairbands here in groups of 5, and I figure I'll put the sticker on the front, and then I can pull the color out that I want, and it's still tight enough that it'll hold the rest. And then when I'm done, I'll put the color back in, and no changing out any colors in and out of trays, which is going to be perfect for driving, because then there's a lot less likelihood of spilling. You can see I've already tried these because there's a drill right there that didn't come quite out all the way. Okay, let's get to the regular video. I'm super excited. I did really want to point out that you can get a 10% off coupon code with this, my code. It's just Courtney. It could be Courtney Lyons. I feel like I should know my code. I'll pop it up right here. But I believe it's just Courtney if you go to Cateared, or Courtney Lyons, and all one word. And you can get 10% off your thing of Trabricks. I can't remember the price. I'm gonna pop that up right here too. And then yeah, they're awesome. They're great. You guys will love them. And if you do get them, I'd love to know in a future video. Go ahead and pop that down below, or pop back up into this video and say, I got some. And then I'd love to hear your thoughts on it too. So let's go and move to the table. All right, so here we are, and the Trabricks that I've already had are the ones on the right. They are the large size, and the ones on the left are also going to be all the large sizes. They do have tiny Trabricks, which I don't have to show you right now, but in the future I will be grabbing some so that I can show you the difference. The boxes on the left are a little bit messed up, just because that it's just my postal service. They are so bad. They stuffed the whole thing in the mailbox. So anyway, that's why it looks beat up. It doesn't come that way. So I'm showing you these Trabricks are awesome. So they are a container built in with, it has this lid right here. And you can see at the bottom that they're see-through at the bottom, which I really like because you can see the color you're working with. So it opens up like this. It has a lid. They're very easy to open too. And it just hinges and opens, and inside you can see the grooves. It's also a tray, so that's why it's called the Trabricks. It's Trabricks. So it's so great because you can have it open and close. You can have them be their own containers, but you don't have to change colors into a tray. You have a tray built in right here. It is awesome. I use them all the time. They're my favorite storage, honestly. They're my favorite storage. Now, I'm going to be making a lot of videos of the Trabricks in the next coming weeks because I have some really cool, fun things to do with them. But in this video in particular, I will be showing you 4 different types of diamond painting storage and how they compare with how much they hold versus how much the Trabricks can hold. So that's going to be the Elizabeth Ward system right here. And there are the 4 different sizes in there, so I am going to be using all 4 different sizes. And then I also have right here, these are my other favorite diamond painting storage. You can find them at Walmart, Michael's, any kind of craft store. They do come in the 3 sizes. They come in big big trays of the different sizes. They don't mix and match really, but you can just have the whole thing. And then, so we'll try all 3 sizes there. And then of course these Tic Tac style, I did realize that I accidentally grabbed the one that my daughter already had kitted up. It's no problem. I work around it, but I'm trying to find one right here that's not full. And then I realized they're all full. So, but yeah, that's the smallest one. I believe that's the one that holds the least amount out of all of these. And then for the last storage, I do have other things of storage, but I feel like this encompasses most sizes. You're going to get the biggest amount of, and then some of the smallest amounts of when it comes for size. So this is the Diamond Dots. I believe it's Diamond Dots, or yes, either way, it's the screw-on lid. Tons of cases with these types of containers in them. They're very super common. A lot of people use them, so that's what I'm going to be doing for the 4th type of storage. So let's go ahead and check out this box. Like I said, mail person totally smashed it. There is actually a broken Trabrick in there. I found out after the fact, and it makes me so mad. I will be seeing if they can somehow replace it, especially since Cateared sent this to me. So I feel especially bad that the stuff they sent to me got damaged because of their carelessness. So this does come in these boxes like this. By the way, thank you so much, Cateared. These are my favorite. I did reach out to them when I very first, see that's where it got damaged, when I very first found Trabricks, because I really liked the product already, and I liked the idea of the product. And look how kind this was. I did not ask for this or order this or anything like that. They got me a pen, and I just think that was just, I love when companies just kind of go extra out of the way to just show a little bit of love. So thank you so much. Ove, especially, it's Ove that I've been talking to. Thank you guys there for your kindness and for creating some really great items for people to be able to use and having such a great idea like Trabricks. And then of course this beautiful pen. Gosh, it's gorgeous. You can see I'm showing off all the features of it. I think it's a really ergonomical like pen. It was really comfortable when I was holding it like that. So yes, thank you very, very, very much. It is beautiful. And I do want to point out, I am going to be taking all this to Utah with me on my trip out there to Utah and Arizona. I am going to be kitting up in Cateared from Pixie Sticks and Diamond Art Club. And I have enough to be able to kit up the whole thing, which means I will never have to switch out a color. So it's going to be great. So it does come in these packs of 10, which these are the larger ones, like I was saying. And then this next one is really interesting because... oh, struggle bus. There we go. Look, they're purple, which I have not seen that they've had different colors, which is so cool. I just love that. And I'm like, I wonder if I could put the specials in the purple ones or my favorite colors in the purple ones or something. I just love it. I just think that's cool. And I think that it will be really good for organizing to have different colors like that. And then right here are the regular ones as well. So these are all the larger size. Like I said, they do have a smaller size that eventually I will order and be able to show you the difference and show you which how much that one holds as well. But yeah, as for now, we are focusing on the larger trays and how much they hold in comparison to these other storage systems. Okay, so right here I have two of the large Trabricks, the purple one and the white one, and you can see I have all my extra drills in here, and plus a rock, which I'm sure one of the kids put in there, which is really random. But anyway, back to, I figured how was I going to do this, and I was like, well, just use my extra drills, my jar of extra drills, so this will be perfect, and then I won't have to open up one. I just don't think I have enough of any other color left over unless I were to open up a new kit. So I'm just getting rid of some of the smaller one. We're going to start with these Tic Tac. You know, like when you get Tic Tacs, like the candy breath mint thing, it comes in a thing like that. That's pretty much what this is. So, and I just switched I was like, ooh, let's do the purple one. That's why I changed it over. It was not hard to open the other one. So I'm going to fill this Tic Tac container up. And one of the things that I am going to show is not only just how much can it hold, but how much can it hold comfortably where you'll still get the lines. You know what I mean? Like the lines for multi-placing. Because if you fill it up, and I figured this out last time, if you fill it up too much, then it won't get the lines. So let's go ahead and look. I'm going to guess that you can get lines just fine with this. It is plenty capacity left over, and then when you shake it and you get some lines, you can still do a ton of multi-placing with that. Look at that. Make some nice lines. Those are nice and straight. It's very smooth to work with. If you've tried different types of trays, you'll know that sometimes it's a little bit, there's some trays that are a little bit, I don't know, like things get sticky in there, get stuck to the different, like the ridges aren't smooth. The ridges with these and anything that I've tried with them are very smooth. So yeah, the Tic Tac, that's about how much the Trabrick will hold in comparison. And then pointing it out here is that it is one of the downfalls of the Trabricks is that there's not an easy way to pour out into another smaller container. But that's not always such a huge deal because really the idea is that you're not having to do that. Okay, so now we are going to try out these smaller ones. Like I said, they come in different, like the bigger one comes in a pack of like 12 and the medium, I think a pack of like 24 or something like that. And I love using those too. They would definitely be my next favorite. So here is the very small one that comes in a tray with a bunch of them. And I'm interested to see how much those compare to the Tic Tacs. So it's actually less than the Tic Tac amount. So of course, when you shake it around, you're going to get these really nice lines. And of course that you're going to not have any issues with the holding capacity. So that is that size. The medium, so I've realized that the smaller one is the smallest one. And then the next one up would be the Tic Tac size container that we did earlier. And then the next size up would probably be this medium of amount that these different containers can hold. So this is the medium one. Sorry, I realized that it's a little bit further down at first. And even though this is holding quite a bit more, you can see you're still getting lines to be able to do multi-placing. So not any issue. This is still quite a bit more than the smaller amount, and you're still able to do multi-placing. All right, next up is this larger amount with these bead storage containers that you can get from Walmart and craft stores. And this is the one that comes in a tray of 12 of them. And I really mix and match the trays, but you can see this is quite a large amount. And in the long run, it does tend to be the second largest amount that you'll get. Oh, maybe not. We'll see with the Elizabeth Ward system. So you can see it holds it just fine. And then now I'm going to do the testing to see if we're going to get any lines. So you can see this is so when you fill up these, yes, it can hold the amount, but it's not going to be, you're not going to be able to get the lines to do multi-placing, not very easily. And then at the very end of this, because there are a couple of them where, see, you can get a little bit, but you do risk the chance of it falling off the edge. So I think that I do have some suggestions for Cateared at the end of this video for it, as well as suggestions for you if you do want to completely kit up in Trabricks, but you have some colors where there's just too much to completely kit up with, while also still being able to do multi-placing and using those, the tray part of the Trabricks. So I will show that to you at the end. We'll talk about it. In the meantime, so this is the smaller screw-on bead storage thing that is with this art dot container. As you can see, I'm kind of zooming out so you can see the whole thing, but I'm sure most people who have done diamond painting have seen these containers and this storage system. It works really well. It really does. It's not my favorite, but let's see how much it holds, because I believe it's somewhere in between the small or the medium and large size of the bead storage containers we just opened from this last trial. All right, let's try this out. Get it nice and full and pour it right in. And this one is a very perfect amount for this. You'll see here, shake it up, get some lines. There's definitely still quite a bit more, but not where you can't comfortably make these lines. And there you are. You can multi-place with this amount as well, which is it's more than the medium size of the Walmart ones, the bead storage that come in the trays with the screw-on lens. There really isn't a name for them. They're just called bead storage containers. All right, so now we're going to get out the Elizabeth Ward system. I know that this is a favorite of many, many people. It is certainly one of my favorites. It's not my top favorite. I really like the different sizes that you can have is really nice to have. But the way the lids work do kind of bother me. They are very similar to the Trabricks, the way you open them up, but different in the way that Elizabeth Ward trays are harder to open and the Trabricks are very easy to open. You can see here the different sizes. That very small one, they're called the large, so the left is the very large, and then there's the medium, then there's the small, and then this one that I'm showing you right now is the extra small. And filled to the brim. And then the extra small, I would say, is comparable to the smallest size for the bead storage containers of the Walmart and Joann's brand. And as you can see, you can totally multi-place with this amount. It doesn't fill it up very much at all. I mean, it fills it up, but it's nothing like huge. So there's no issue with that size. And now let's move on to the size small. And I'm spilling them everywhere. So the nice thing about the Elizabeth Ward system is that there's the different sizes and you can move them around and they come all in one tray. And we will talk about what I'm going to do to kind of keep track of the cat-eared ones, because it is nice to put them all in the one storage system, the cat-eared one, or the Trabricks. Hold on, let's pause for a second. This is the small size. You are getting significantly more, but you are still able to have enough to make the lines and to make the multi-placing. So check for that size. Anyway, because they do at Cateared have these towers that you can use to put the Trabricks in. But for traveling, I am going to have to be a little bit different. So here is the medium size for the Elizabeth Ward. And you guys will see that in a future video. I'll show that, though, on a future video. Okay, so this is quite a bit more. Even at this point, I was like, ooh, is it going to all fit? And then I was like, oh, it does fit. They hold a surprising amount because they're small, or they're like compact and short. You're surprised by how much they'll hold, but they do still hold quite a bit. So as you can see, now we're starting to run into the issue of not being able to do as much multi-placing with this size. And I'd compare this amount to the same amount to the larger circular bead screw-on lid ones. I would say this has a little bit less than that. So you can fit the drills in here, and you might be able to get a little bit of multi-placing, but then you're going to have to keep shaking it and keep shaking it for this amount of drills. Empty that out and do the very last one, which is going to be the large size of the Elizabeth Ward. And I believe right here I end up having to take off the whole lid or something because I can't fit it in there. I can't remember. Let's watch. It's probably pretty funny. So here I am trying to fit it in there, and I think the lid pops off in the middle of it. I do run into that into the Elizabeth Ward storage containers, is the lid will pop off sometimes, and it doesn't end well. All right, so I filled this to the brim, and let's pour it in and find out. Sorry for not being able to hear the bead sounds in the background, having to do this over the top, but it ends up being better sometimes, a lot less ums. Oh, and it is a tight fit for that size, but it does fit. So that's really cool. There's not much wiggle room in there, as you can see, but it does fit as a storage container. I think you can already tell, though, there's no way you're getting multi-placing lines from this amount. So you can use it for storage, like maybe if you have extra amount of drills that you want to put it in, and then to be a refill thing, but I feel like that's a waste of using the trays. So I do have a different idea on how I'm going to do that. Anyway, that is the large Elizabeth Ward style trays, and yeah, you know, now that we're here towards the end, I would say the suggestion would be that you could make these cat-eared trays deeper and make it so that right here I'm just kind of gonna put all the different sizes together so you can kind of compare them all together. But in the meantime, yeah, you can make them deeper with the edges a little bit taller if you want to make like one that's not bigger but still holds more. Keep the same size but make them deeper if you want like an extra large size tray. Sorry, you're gonna hear baby in the background. So another suggestion I would have is maybe some sort of opening you can make on the corner to make it easier to pour out into a small container if needed, but it's often really not actually needed because the whole point of these is to not have to pour in and out. So, and just having the tray already included in the storage container. So let's look at the different sizes. There's the Tic Tac size again, which it obviously fit, and you are able to get some really good lines for it, as well as the small Elizabeth Ward style. You could do the same thing. They're very comparable in amount. And then this one was also comparable in amount. They're all fairly similar, and they all were able to fit, and as well as have really good lines when you were to shake them up. And then this is the next size up for that retail type screwed on lid bead storage container. The medium size definitely fit fine. Okay, this larger one though was a different story. It fit inside, but it did not get you the lines that you were wanting. Then this is the one from Art Dot. It is also a screw-on lid bead storage container, but I would call it somewhere between the medium and the large size of, yeah, comparable, somewhere between in the middle. That's what I'm showing you here for the amount that would fit in. Probably closer to the medium size right there. And you were able to get some really good lines from that as well. This is the medium size for the Elizabeth Ward tray, and you could fit it inside. This is all 30. You could fit it inside the Trabricks just fine, but it wouldn't really make very good lines. And then for multi-placing, and then these two I would say are kind of comparison. I'd say the medium size Elizabeth Ward system tray, and then this bigger one on the right, and then this biggest one of the Elizabeth Ward style tray. And with Elizabeth Ward style tray, you were able to all fit in barely, but not able to get any lines from it. So yeah, 2 thumbs up. Absolutely love this. Don't forget that I do have that 10% off coupon code. If you put that in at checkout, you can get 10% off your own Trabricks if you'd like. And that does give me a bit of a kickback. It's been really great working with Cateared. I think that they're really a great company. They're very kind, and they have quality things. So far I've only tried the Trabricks. I'm really excited to try more things from this company to see if the quality compares for everything else as well. And yeah, love it, absolutely love it. Thanks for joining me, guys. Bye.